We're going to check out ES on multiple time frames, the VIX, dollar, and end off with Tesla, just to update the trade that we had on. Okay, and I promise I'll do VIX and DXY, the Dixie for the dollar. I did not do it yesterday. I tried to zoom through and forgot. So, by the way, this is Options Center. If you're new here, go down to that bottom right-hand corner, hit that Options Center logo, and subscribe. So let's jump right into it. We have ES on the monthly time frame. Once again, we talked about this area. We're rejecting around the 41, about the 4100 area, rejecting from it right in the middle. The range is not broken either way. So we're looking for the downside, and the downside targets will be in the near term. Well, it's relative. This is a monthly time frame. Near term would be 3,500, 3,200. Nothing has changed on there. Let's go down to the weekly. And by the way, don't forget to like the video. On the weekly time frame, fell from this ascending triangle, lower highs, lower lows. We're in a downtrend. We are still in that downtrend. This is a lower high right into resistance. What we are concerned about, either if you're bull or bear, is just this area. We're really just crunched up here. We're trying to hold the channel or downtrend line. If you're a bull, you want to play off of that to the upside with your stop underneath. If you're a bear, you're looking at this rejecting and continuing to move downward underneath. But we're just kind of playing inside all of these moving averages, which they're all coming together, which means a big move on the weekly time frame is imminent. Let's go down to the daily. Daily trend is our friend. All right, in a bearish perspective, we have this wedge here, broke down from the wedge, back tested, and continuation down. We do have a hammer candle. Is that real bullish? I'm not quite sure. We have to look out for at least maybe some consolidation 1 or 2 days. There might be some upside, but it just looks like out of nowhere, right? Well, it's not. This is actually kind of the buy zone for the bulls, so that's why we're getting some buy action. Will it hold into tomorrow? I don't know. I'm holding on to my shorts. So we're underneath the 8 EMA, the 50-day moving average, and we're yet to test again down in this area. I think if we get back down into this area once again, it's because of the catalyst, all the news, things that are happening that will probably continue through it. If we don't move up from here as a bullish move, then I think that's quite probable. Just something else I'm keeping in mind. I do have it on my Elliott Wave board. We're sharing with members. We have, this is, if you're ending off with a ending diagonal here, and let's say this was or a leading diagonal, this could be a wave 1, 2, smaller 3, smaller 4 than a 2, and then you'd have a little bit of a move probably just above for a wave 5. It couldn't be bigger than wave 3 because wave 3 can't be the longest, and then lower from there, and then that'd be a whole new scenario that we talk about then. So just to keep that in mind, if this does hold, if we're talking about the 3980, if 3980 is to hold and we start to make highs, that's one of the situations I'm going to be looking at. I'm holding on to shorts. I told you that. If we price goes against us, we get out. Okay, here's the hourly time frame, the 65-minute candles that we use. Here's the uptrend, rejecting off of there. It looks like a 5-wave move until we get closer. I was looking for a bounce because of the positive divergence, but I'm not sure that this is done yet to the downside before we actually get a significant bounce. So maybe going into Friday, and then Friday somehow is super bullish, but otherwise, if we're totally bearish, this is just a 1-2 setup and we continue lower. But I'm looking at this like 1, 2, 3, and then we have this expanding triangle with a bunch of 3-wave moves in it, and so it just doesn't look finished to me. So this might be a 1-2 going into some more data tomorrow with the unemployment, and perhaps we check down to the options expected move for the week or the point of control right in this area, and then I would look to go long again just for a bounce. But I'm not playing this one. It's just not. It doesn't look right to me to be some sort of big reversal. And but you know, if you're bullish, you're probably already long, and that's our alternate situation. And right in this golden zone, kind of dipped in underneath it, which that's a fine. The only way a bullish scenario is invalidated is if we get under 39.20 zone here. So this is just happens to be the ratio most typical for a reversal for a 1-2 setup. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the things that we said we were gonna do yesterday, and this was super important because, again, I keep posting a video that says we're looking for 2 signals that are sell signals for the market, and this is actually a buy signal for the VIX, but that is bad for the market. We had this wedge broke out, nice big moves, and we're just back testing. That's simply what we're doing. So we're really looking at this purple zone here, which is the 19 area, and I think that if we hold right around this 19, we can go further. I mean, anything's possible. Then the market will certainly be going up, but it looks like we're trying to make some structure. This is another higher low. We have a low, higher low, higher low, higher highs, higher highs. So we're in a more firm bullish structure for the VIX, which is bad for the market. So let's see how this comes into the next 2 days of data dumps, and let's see if we can get some movement here to the upside, which would create a downforce for the market. Okay, so that's super important to look at. The VIX is in this era. I'm going to call this an era of being in the I believe 17 point all the way up to 80 technically, but all the way up to the 30 range. This kind of corridor that we have, this channel, we've been in this for a long time, and we're just bumping off the bottom of it. And so, like I said in the past, if we are looking to be bullish, if we're going to all-time highs, this thing is going to crater. It's going to break down from this triangle. I have a triangle here for this this turquoise area. I'll go on the daily so you can just see it a little bit better. Right here, this full range. We've been in this range way back when, all the way across, and we're in the dumps. We're right down there from the triangle bottom. We dump from there, and we're going to go to something like all-time highs. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. That's important. And then we have the Dixie. That's clear. Everybody's charting this, so I'm not showing you anything new. We're just getting a bounce, at least a relief bounce, and I'm looking for 107 area. But for now, as it pushes up, it puts pressure on the market. So I just wanted to show you that it's breaking out of the wedge. But it's possible that this is just a bounce and that we have a whole nother 5-wave move down. So I'm not sure how long that's going to be into play, because a lot of these once everybody starts looking at the same thing, a lot of times it really starts to have less effect on what the market's going to do, at least day by day. And if you're trending in the long run and like the weeklies and stuff like that, and that might have much more of a difference in the market. But either way, big moves in the bonds, big move in dollar, big moves in VIX. Those are all going to affect the market in the coordinated ways that we talked about. And last but not least, let's go over to Tesla. And with Tesla, we just want to show, we've been short on this. We got some short signals a couple weeks ago, so we've been shorting any rip, and we're right back into support here, the 180. This is possible that this is something I haven't measured out the wave through yet, but this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 do have a 5-wave move here. So if it does decide to push up, there's possible that we have a bounce, but I'm just not convinced, because once Tesla starts moving, it trends. You get these big bounces intraday, but other than that, it just keeps going and going. And this is if we're in a bearish cycle again, then I think that this is going to be the most bearish one of all. It's going to be the fastest. It's going to accelerate as we get into more of the indicators, negative indicators and things like that. But look, these moves are just horrendous to the downside. And then after, you know, deeply sold on higher time frames, then you get those larger bounces. I'll go down to 65 so you can see what we were looking at this whole time. And check out the different groups that we're in. We have a free, we're in a free Discord called The Option Guys. Check it out. Lots of camaraderie in there. We love to place trades and have, day trades and swing trades and dividend portfolios, things like that. So we have the head and shoulder here, broke down from that channel, back tested the channel, and now on the move. Gotten to support here. We break down. You see what this next zone brings out. We should have a nice fall because Tesla usually doesn't creep. It falls to about the 162 more support zone, and then you have a gap underneath. So we'll be looking for this to be the next trade. I did roll out my Tesla puts out into next week because of such a good trade that we had already for the weeklies for this week. And you guys, that's it. We do these videos all the time, so hit that notification button. Really appreciate you being here. Thanks for all the support. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos, and we will talk to you soon.